Disclaimer, this podcast discusses mental health. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you're struggling with your mental health, please remember it's okay to ask for help and seek the appropriate help through a qualified healthcare professional.
Welcome back to the podcast where we ask the question, what makes you happy? Our guest today is an inspirational figure in the world of artistic creativity and emotional intelligence, helping people tap into their emotions for greater self-awareness, personal growth, and empathy. Please welcome the founder and creative director of Emotional Theatre. We have Joleen Sheldon from Colorado. Joleen, how are you? And welcome to What Makes You Happy.
I am wonderful, thank you.
A pleasure to have you here to talk about all things happiness and especially your happiness. So would you mind starting that for us? What does make you happy, Joleen?
I have been learning and enhancing my emotional intelligence and building my EQ and finding tools and techniques to enhance my happiness. And that is what is making me happy. So
you have some tools and techniques that make you happy. And I hope that you're not going to hold them back today. Would you mind sharing that with us? What are your tools and techniques that help make you happy?
So I have a really great one. It is called anchoring, and it is placing a neurological link to a feel-good memory to a pressure point on your body. And I call that placing a happy button onto, in this case, my hand. So I can go through the technique and we can do it together.
Absolutely. We definitely want to hear how to create a happy button on our body. So please fire away.
This is how it works. You recall up your best memory, the one that as soon as you think about it, you instantly feel joy. And when you recall that memory up, you identify a place on your body where you'd like to place your button. And so in this case, I have chose my ring finger fingernail. And so how it works is you pull that memory up, and as it reaches its peak, the just point where you are smiling ear to ear, place pressure onto your anchor point. And as it starts to fade, you release that pressure so that you're getting the best of the memory. And then you clear your memory and you ask yourself a random question like, when did I wake up this morning? And then you test it. And I have loaded mine quite heavily, so I instantly feel the effect of my anchor point. And the last step would be to repeat that process and then repeat that process again with another memory. And as you load and stack your anchor point, then it becomes stronger and stronger. And you're neurologically connecting those happy, feel-good memories with the pressure of your pressure point.
It's just that easy. You're creating that button that you can sort of anchor yourself to with all these wonderful positive memories that you have. And that's going to be so vast and different for everyone. But it's going to achieve hopefully the same thing, which is to bring all this happiness to you right when you need it.
Even when you're feeling happy, you can feel extra happy, right? And it's just such a wonderful tool in that link between that memory and that pressure point gets linked, and it's yours. It is your special happy button, and it's a beautiful, wonderful, exciting, fabulous thing.
Absolutely, Joleen. Thank you so much for sharing with us how to create our very own happy button on our body. I'm sure this is going to be something that really helps all of us become that much happier, even when we're already feeling incredibly happy as well. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here today.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. We hope it gives you something to think about on your quest to discover what makes you happy. Make sure to check out whatmakesyyouhappypodcast.com to connect with today's guest and follow us on all our social media platforms, and to stay up to date at what's happening next and what makes you happy. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend, and we'll see you next time.